Up next on Today Beer Review, Kevin's back with me, and we are going to be looking at Bourbon County brand Special Number 4 Stout. This is from 2020. It's coming in at 13.3% ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome to Today Beer Review, and today with me is Kevin. Kevin, we are going to be looking at Bourbon County brand Special Number 4 Stout. This is an oatmeal stout aged in bourbon barrels with coffee and maple syrup, and it's coming in at 13.3% ABV. And it's supposed to age in the barrel for 2 years, and we're 4 years in.
I accept your assignment. I think I can handle this. Maple, that sounds fantastic.
Coffee, maple, and just a little bit of like, what was it? A little bit of chocolate.
Oatmeal?
Maybe. I mean, it's an oatmeal stout, but it's not like you're not really tasting the oatmeal. Yeah, they said like roasted, like it's supposed to taste like, if I remember the literature when it came out, it tastes like the number 4 special at this diner that the brewers went, which was like pancakes, coffee, you know, maple syrup, that type of shit.
Sounds delightful.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think I've had this before. And if I have, it's been too long to remember it. So
I definitely had, I think initially I bought 4 of these, and this will drink me down to a single. So this will be like the next one we'll look at, you know, way. But I do remember liking this and thinking this was going to be their coffee stout. The question I have is, you know, is the maple going to still be there?
Yeah, how does it hold up?
Exactly. You know, some of them do. Like I have that 2016 in the blueberry. You can still taste the blueberries, and here we are years later. And then you go back to like the orange from 2018. The orange is gone. It's still a good beer. It's just the orange is gone. It does use the old Goose Island caps, which I have to say I was a fan of.
That delicious Goose Island gurgle.
It is pouring nice dark brown, not quite.
Yeah, it's not like motor oil black.
Let me try to get it a little bit more up this.
I'm gonna take a little smell.
Yeah, it's almost got a little bit of, I don't want to say red, but there's definitely like a little crimson hue to it when you pour it through the light. Nose?
I'm not getting a ton. I don't get maple. I just kind of get like that soothing, comforting Goose Island Bourbon County smell.
I'm getting the Goose Island Bourbon County smell. I know what you mean. I do think there's sweetness in that aroma, but what I am also getting is coffee. Not a ton, but on the when you breathe in and then exhale.
You must just have a much more refined nasal passage than I do.
That's clear, but yeah, I'm getting definitely the bourbon. Definitely, I mean, you can taste their base stout, or smell their base stout, but I do think there's sort of like a bit more sweetness than to a regular Bourbon County, and I swear there's just a hint of coffee in there. But you know, yeah, that's the only way we're gonna know it is to actually taste it.
Yeah.
So
let's give it a shot. At the very end, I get a little maple syrup. A little bit. I liked, first of all, I liked that you called it literature. That was really funny. Like the, you know, the highbrow reading that you do is on Bourbon County.
Okay, let's be honest here, folks. At $25 a bottle minimum, that's some highbrow reading. All right, that's all there is to it. So,
your description though of it kind of being this this compilation of breakfast flavors, you kind of, I get that comparison, that there's a little of this, a little of that, and a little of this.
There is, and there's, you know, like I definitely got the sweetness on the back, which is the maple syrup, but I taste that coffee. The coffee still, in fact, it's not just coffee, it's almost like, I don't know, have you had Starbucks, like the mocha frappuccino thing? They make the coffee.
Speaking of highbrow, no, I haven't.
It's very good. It's like coffee with chocolate in it. So it has a really, and by the way, mochaccino, Like it's lowbrow to highbrow. Like, you know, everybody knows what it is. So it's sort of like a coffee hot chocolate almost.
Okay.
And that's what I'm getting here, because I am getting some chocolate.
A little bit
of chocolate, and then there's that coffee back, you know, on the back end of it, along with the sweetness.
Yeah, like you can pick out these little breakfasty moments, and they come together for this this tasty beverage.
It's true. I mean, if you think about it.
No acidity.
None.
Very low carbonation.
No burn.
No burn. That is absolutely true.
No burn.
Yeah, this is very, very smooth.
It has aged well. Considering that coffee drops out a lot,
yeah,
I was expecting this to be, you know, good, but I think this is still. I don't remember if this was 2020. Was 2020 the year of the cola? I think it was the year of the cola, because the cola was my favorite one of that.
Yeah, that was an interesting ride.
I liked the cola a lot,
too.
So much so that I still have a solid dozen down on the bottom.
A dozen?
I have a case. I do. Every time I drink one, folks.
This has been highbrow with Richard.
Well, okay, so this is true. Yesterday, I was upstate, and there is this place called Beer World. We're not sponsored, in Liberty, New York. It's like 3 hours from here. They upcharge, or they throw like $10 onto the price of these variants.
Okay.
And because of that, they still have a lot of them. And then, so for the first year, they're $34. The second year, they go back to $24. So yesterday, I restocked my cola box with the 2 they had left.
That's funny. Yeah, this is awesome.
This is really nice.
Yeah. Again, nothing harsh, super smooth, super tasty. I have no complaints.
No, and I've had this before. I do feel it's just a little bit sweeter than I remember it, and I mean that as a good thing. I think this has aged really nicely.
Yeah,
I really do. Now, it is not one of their super high ABVs,
which is 13.9,
13.3.
13.3.
So I mean that is.
Now, do you think there's a chance it went up a little bit with its story? I know sometimes like the base ones.
Doesn't the yeast have to still be active in it for that to happen? Like, doesn't it have to continue to, you know, like...
Oh, I forgot my lab coat.
I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm sure someone in the comments will let us know.
I just don't know. I just know that I have a very distinct memory of liking this. And I even remember doing the review of this in 2020 because I think we were doing it, like, outside, or there was some weird component to it because of like the pandemic crap. So, but I have to say,
to be alive.
Yeah, listen, they still managed to make a really, really solid beer here.
Yeah, it's excellent.
This is one that, you know, okay, so $25 a bottle was what it cost then. If you see it now for $25 a bottle, I mean, I would pay it for this, you know? I mean, I don't know how you feel about that, but...
I don't know. There's always this little part of me that worries about things that have been sitting around that long at a store. You know what I mean? But you've had good experience, so I'd give it a whirl.
You know, I've had bad experiences with lesser companies. You know, like companies that don't produce like the consistent quality and quantity that we've seen Goose Island do. Where I've gotten a beer that clearly, you know, it did not live well in that room.
Lived a hard life.
But you know, this, I do know, like, I bought these the day they came out, the day they became available, and they've been cellared pretty lovingly ever since. And if you see it on the secondary market, I mean, if it's not much above 25, I think I would pick it up.
Sure.
If I saw it for 25, I would pick it up. But again, I'm sort of obsessive about this. I think this is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, folks, we're going to kick back. We're going to drink the rest of these and probably do another review.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one. And there's a special one coming in the near future that you want to keep your eyes out for. Anyway, folks, if you liked the video, please hit that like button, subscribe, throw a comment or two down below, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.